The wind is finally over and we can leave Marathon. Today we are heading to Islamorada on the Gulf side because the wind has shifted from the east to the south, giving us the protection of the islands as we are in the Gulf. We're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we booked a one-way flight to Colombia, and after traveling to 11 countries, we were locked down in India for 5 months. Coming back to the US, we decided to pivot into boat life and cruise on a 6,000-mile journey called America's Great Loop. Make sure to subscribe as we share the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Our first trial of the day starts only 5 minutes after pulling the anchor, and that's getting under the 7-mile bridge. Now the main entrance, where I think it's 65 feet, is in the middle of it, but we're on the north end. So there's a small section that I'm pretty sure we can get under. We've gotten under once before coming in, so we're gonna track our path, and it was very close. So let's hope the tide isn't too high now. It's a rising tide, so if it's too high now, then we're going ocean side or we're gonna pivot our plans. On Active Captain, it says the height here is 19 feet and we are 17 and a half, not including our wee boost. So we moved our wee boost down and we're gonna move our antennas down just for the bridge and then pull them back up right afterwards.
There's nothing quite like starting your day with a little bit of action and adrenaline. Inches to spare.
Wow. Even though we've done it before, you know, you never know. Is the tide a little bit higher? Because it was a while ago where there are waves that are going to push you and there's quite a bit of current. So, yeah, a little bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah. But the good thing is that we didn't hit. It's just kind of like a sample for what South Florida is going to be like with all the bridges. So just getting back into the nerve-wracking feeling with the bridges, but yeah, so far so good.
Even though we've cruised a couple thousand miles on pivot, traveling in the Keys really like upped our level of being okay with not that much depth. Consistently on the Gulf side, we see only a few feet below our keel, and it was very nerve-wracking initially, and now it's like everything is fine. Everything is fine. There's no steep drop-offs or steep inclines here. So as long as, you know, you check your charts, it's been pretty good for us.
So as you may be able to hear, it is a pretty windy day here in the Gulf of Florida. Although it's windy on the Gulf side, it is a bit less windy than what it would have been like out oceanside. And so we are really glad that we're like inside for today, because it makes the cruising so much easier than what it could be like. It just puts it into perspective for us, because today's cruise, not gonna lie, is a little rough. But I would take it hands down over being oceanside today. We learned this lovely lesson of leeward and windward back during our maiden voyage like a year ago. So yeah, something very, very important in our cruising. I really do not enjoy going through very shallow sections. Like 5 feet or less makes me super anxious. My hands are sweating. My muscles are like, they feel like tight. My back feels tight. Not my favorite time of this cruise. Not at all.
It's not 5 feet, it's 1,327 feet.
Of course. Of course.
Nothing to worry about.
So right now, to my starboard side, we are passing Lignumvitae. I am definitely saying that wrong. I think I've said it like 5 different times and they're all different. But Lignumvitae Key Botanical State Park. And during our time here, we did stay there at the Key. They have free mooring balls. I think like 4 or 5 of them right outside the Key. And so depending upon the wind direction, you can have a really nice protected spot for the night on a mooring ball for free, which is pretty incredible in the Keys. Although we did not get to take a tour of the Key just because of our timing this past winter, we would have loved to seen the Key and go on land and really explore a little bit. They have tours, I believe, but yeah, maybe whenever we come back around next year, we will get to do that. Something to look forward to.
We have just gotten through the craziness, which is the amount of crab pots just south of Islamorada. And we have just one more island to kind of come around and one more tight little bit of shoaling before we're in our anchorage, which will be Barley Basin, right outside Lorelies. This is one of those areas where you really have to trust your eyes over your electronics, because according to Navionics, this is a shoaling or even land. But as you can see, it is wide open, plenty of depth, as long as you're in the channel.
Getting ready to anchor, baby. This anchorage is so pretty. You can see down. The water is so clear that you can see down to the bottom. Let the chain out just a little bit more. That's it. Stop.
And just like that, we're anchored right here in Islamorada. It's been a long day. I don't know why we're so exhausted, because it's only a 5-hour cruise today, so, or 5 or 6 hours, so not too bad. Wind wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as cruising in Hawks Channel and on the ocean side, so I don't know. Might need a way to unwind.
We are going to Lorelies for happy hour.
It's so nice having a working dinghy motor and being able to actually do things off a pivot.
This is beautiful.
Now this is probably my favorite anchorage in all of the Keys. We've been here before. We were here during our work month where we just spent an entire month working on our computers, and we didn't vlog it, but we had our friends Nate and Alicia come and visit us, and they visit us here. We also had Elliot's sister and her boyfriend come and visit us, and they visit us here. And this anchorage is just amazing. We absolutely loved it. It's not the greatest in north winds, but it is my favorite anchorage. Cheers.
Cheers.
Lorelies is located right on the water, so you can bring your dinghy up to their dock if you're a patron here. And they have the most amazing happy hour we have seen in the Keys. They have $1.25 beers and $3 margaritas. It's absolutely amazing. And to top it off, they have live music every single night from like 5, 6 p.m. until they close. And they have really delicious food for a decent price. So we've been to Lorelies, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 times before this. And we are so happy to be back because this is our favorite anchorage and this is our favorite spot, our favorite way to end the day.
It is so nice. Also, only having like a 5-minute dinghy ride compared to a 10 in Marathon. And who knows, I guess it was an hour and a half technically in Key West, but like more like a 15 and 20 minute in Key West. It's really nice, like being close. There's always a lot closer, but this is not so bad. And you dinghy ride to beers. I mean, come on.
Affordable beer.
Affordable beers. Come on. What more do you want? We just met Jolene from Wandering Naps, and she toured us around her boat. She's living out with her 3 kids, and she has a YouTube channel with her husband. And hopefully we get to hang out with them some more. Oh my goodness. I wish we were that fast. It's a lot of fun. Thanks for having us over, Jolene.
Whoopsies. That finishes our day. We cruised from Marathon to Islamorada, and it was a very exhausting cruise. I think we're getting kind of excited to be back into, or to get back into the protected waterways of the ICW that we have along the coastline going north. We hope you stick around for tomorrow, because tomorrow we have something super exciting. We're meeting up with one of our viewers, which is like a first for us, a planned kind of activity. We've met people out before that we've stumbled upon or just have seen the day of, but this has been a planned activity. So we're really excited, and we hope you stick around for it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.